These are my good comedian friends that we've been working together for a minute. And as you all know, this year I had announced that I'll be celebrating 10 years of comedy. And I think that time came, and the whole idea is that for the longest time, we left the village and came to the city. And when we were in the village, I normally say that we didn't have a voice. And we came to this city and we got a voice and we got to meet people like them. And now we are trying to to integrate that into an African kind of a platform. We're trying to forge a partnership between ourselves, between Kenya and Rwanda and Uganda and all these African countries. That our head of states are trying to push for a borderless Africa. That Africa should be one. People are imagining Africa as this one united country with one president, with the resources being put together, with all these beautiful things that we are imagining about Africa. Us as comedians also were into this conversation. And so for us, we have already been borderless because as we've been working together, we have worked with this comedian for the last 10 years. I've done shows in Rwanda under their invitation, and they have come to Kenya under my invitation. And now we are here to celebrate my 10 years. And for it's important I mentioned that this year's show we partnered with Youth Connect. So this 10-year celebration will happen inside Youth Connect. Everybody who is coming for Youth Connect will be able to access my comedy show and attend. And so it's a beautiful thing that finally we are able to do what we want to do, that we will be able to celebrate Chipukeezy's 10 years of comedy, not with my parents and my village mates, but with my fellow Africans. It feels good that as young people, and especially us in the creative sector, we are being given by the African people an opportunity, to present our voice comically. So yeah, that's basically that's it.
Okay, maybe you can see.
And I think it's important I mentioned that. So this is Rwanda that just arrived. We have invited comedians across Africa. We have Clint the Drunk from Nigeria who is on his way, lands tonight. We also have Eddie Kadi who is from Congo but is based in London. He's landing. He'll come also probably from tomorrow. We have Salvador from Uganda. I say that he's the funniest man in Africa. But it's yeah. And then we have Kotilda from Uganda. We have we have we have a South African comedian with us. We have our local comedians also. By local, starting with myself, we have people like Dr. Ofweneke. We have cartoon comedian. We have Butita. We have Paul Wakimani Ogutu. We have Zuleka. We have DJ Shiti, we have Captain Otoyo, it's a good show and it's a good thing that it's about. Revolution is about to be televised, good people.
Okay, maybe we can see you come with maybe Rwanda. You said Rwanda and that?
This is Rwanda.
Yeah, Rwanda and
You can
Rwanda.
see the fire.
Maybe the Kenyan artist maybe kama maybe utakuwa nao kwa show pale, na maybe kuna yoyote ambao umeandika kwa hii press kama tu uliona tu kuja na Rwanda.
No, for here we they've just landed. So the reason why we've done the press, we are going to do different presses for everybody because this is a diverse show. It's 10 years. We want to. My story with Rwandese is a special one. My brother, I don't want to mix Nigerians with Rwandese now. They'll start complaining about their girlfriends.
Yeah.
They are jollof. But yeah, everybody we are doing different press conferences, different timings.
Maybe you can listen to from your guests also.
Yeah, all right. Ladies first.
You have to do that again. So thank you so much, guys. My name is Prince, and I'm coming from Rwanda, and I'm really excited to be back in Kenya because this is my second time. As Chipukeezy mentioned, we have been working together. He has been coming to Rwanda to perform in many shows, the Com Factory, the Seka Lives, and other shows, and more coming shows. He will be performing with us, and also we want to thank him for inviting us and in celebrating this 10 years journey, of him. Yeah, so thank you so much.
Yeah, and Babu, as he said, and I'm grateful. I first met Chipukeezy when I was just a teenager in Rwanda. I think I was 17. And then Chipukeezy was like, wow, you're brilliant. You can do it. You can be a good comedian. You should actually come to Kenya. And we've been, as he said, the borderless think it was his idea. I remember one time we were in a group where we had all these, I'm not gonna name names, but all of these dope African comedians were in the group, started by Chipukeezy. This is like what,
This is 8 years ago.
8 years ago.
Yeah.
And he was explaining to us his vision that he wants us as comedians to be one, to create a connection, you know, to work together, basically to become borderless before this borderless theme was being proposed. And I remember, politically speaking, Aliko Dangote once said that he needed 37 visas to travel across Africa. You know, and this is one of the best business people that we got. And if we shift that to and this is one of the most important person we have in Africa. Now imagine someone like us, like comedians, you know. So we were struggling from then, but Chipukeezy had this idea of like creating a unity between African comedians, and he was like, we can make it. We can, East Africa, Southern Africa, the whole of Africa. We can even show international audiences that we we can perform on the same level. He has been a believer of this, and me, I'm just seeing a tree that was planted 7 to 8 years ago starting to bear fruit right now. And we are, as we are trying to bring our art as our contribution, so that we continue with our amazing leadership, be it Kenya, be it Rwanda, and we just basically just pump in whatever it is that we can do to play our part to create this borderless Africa. And we are ready to use comedy as a tool to educate, to raise awareness, and to pretty much support everything that our countries are trying to get to. Yeah.
Big up. I love your accent.
Thank you. I was born in Kenya, by the way. That's why my English is better than my counterpart.
Better.
Okay, I would like to know, Chipukeezy.
Yes.
You've been in the industry, you'll be celebrating 10 years of being in this industry. Maybe what is this one thing that you really achieved when you look at it and you say, wow, this is my biggest achievement?
I think my biggest achievement is freedom. I think I'm free. I figured that in life, the best thing that you can do to yourself is to be able to be yourself. And I think as an artist, over the 10 years, we started off by working with people, and being managed by people, and being in an industry. And so over the years now, I feel like the reason why I'm able to do what I do is because I'm free. I am not. I am a free thinker in how I do things. I don't have. I can wake up maybe at State House, and tomorrow wake up in the village. I can MC in Rwanda on Friday, and MC in Kariobangi on a Sunday. So like I feel like the fact that for these 10 years I'm able to do that I'm able to be, I can be with celebrities, and also be with my cousins and my parents, and be a person. For me, comedy comedy is a thing that I created. It's not who I am, but it's a thing that I know how to do. And so I'm able to separate work and myself, and for that's an achievement that I celebrate for those 10 years.
Okay, Chipukeezy, my question is, among the comedians so far you have mentioned that will be there, will be attending this. You haven't mentioned that is Eric Omondi. Are you feeling that Eric Omondi is not more of comedy currently? And what is your relationship so far with that is Eric Omondi as you plan for this?
Listen, bro. Eric Omondi, like you all know, is a we don't know who gave him the presidency, but he's the president of.
He did it himself.
He did it himself. Eric Omondi is the president of Comedy Africa, so I will ask you to respect the president, and not repeat that nonsense of asking me nonsensical questions concerning the president. Thank you. I will not be taking more questions concerning His Excellency. Your Excellency, we are loyal.
Okay, maybe the last one.
Yes, please.
The last one, I would like to. There is this. You being one of the creative people when you're in the corporate industry, I would like to know there's this issue that maybe an artist requests such an amount of money from maybe someone anataka kuperform, but maybe the artist anakataa kutokea, anakula pesa. Maybe what are your thoughts about that?
Artist anaitwa show, anatumiwa deposit, anakula hiyo deposit na anakosa kwenda show. I think and that is a good conversation that I feel like let's do. You see, we keep on saying that we have an industry. If that's how we are running the industry, then we don't have an industry. Because ukienda kwa watu wenye wanauza simiti, there is a way. Let's engage professionally. Tusilaumu tu artist. Ukiita mtu akuje ku MC kwa harusi yako ama kufanya kitu, let us be professional in the industry, so that if I engage an artist, that if I fly Babu from Rwanda to here, Babu is safe because of the agreements that we've done. See assumption. Sita assume tu Babu ni angel. We have a contract. We agree. If you don't pay me, I am going to do this. I am going to do that. But if you keep on opening it like that, because most of the time artists ndio umia. Unapatanga artist ameitwa show, hiyo deposit hajatumiwa, yeye alifika amefanyishwa kazi kama gunia, then hajalipwa. How do you inakuwa hard, and you see when now ki reverse inakuwa. But I feel like lazima sasa tuanze kuengage hii usanii sasa. Juu sasa tunataka pia watoto wetu wale tutazaa wasee wakuje kupata hii kitu kama tumeicreate. Kama mimi ni client nataka kuleta comedian kwa baa yangu ama kwa harusi yangu ama kwa ofisi yangu, nisimuone tu kama kijana ama mtu tu. Wacha nimuone vile tu nataka kuoda maua. Juu ukitaka kwenda kununua gazeti kwa ofisi yako, au kwa nini au complain ati watu wa gazeti manze, nimeitisha gazeti wakakataa kuleta na wamekula deposit? Kwa nini ya wasanii ndio? It's a job, man. Let us do it professionally. Everybody, the artists themselves. Personally, I cannot engage with anybody without contracts now. I have learned. Si ati juu contract ni ndio tuelewane tu, but hakuna hiyo kusumbuana. But yeah, and I think badala ya kuwekelea lawama to correct, to make industry yetu ikuwe better. See artists to demand better, na pia wale clients wetu wa demand more from us.
Whatever he said is true.
Thank you so much. Barikiweni sana. See you on Sunday.